Hello and welcome to the beautiful ancient city of Odense, a city named after the Norse god Odin. It's also the city where King Canute IV, the patron saint of Denmark, is laid to rest in the city's cathedral. This, the third largest city in Denmark, is also the birthplace of Hans Christian Andersen, the world-famous author of children's fairy tales. In sporting terms, Odense for 11 consecutive years has played host to the Denmark Open, one of the oldest tournaments in the sport of badminton, with the first held 82 years ago in 1935. And this year, the Danisa Denmark Open is the 9th event on the 12-tournament MetLife BWF World Superseries. Not only the 9th event, but also one of the 5 premier events, an even higher tier of tournament within the Super Series. So the 12 events plus the end-of-year finale, the Super Series finals, and the destination once again is Dubai. Well, it's semi-finals day today, 5 matches for you this afternoon, and we're starting with women's singles. And the defending champion, Akane Yamaguchi, is up against the World Championship bronze medalist Chen Yufei of China. Then it's mixed doubles and the reigning world and Olympic champions Tantoy Ahmad and Liliana Nasir looking to reach a 5th final here at the Denmark Open. They're up against the 2 left-handers, Tang and Si from Hong Kong. Then it's the second of the women's singles, and the reigning world #1 and beaten finalist last year, Tai Tzu Ying, is up against the 2013 world champion, Ratchanok Intanon. Then it's men's doubles and the home favourites, Matthias Bo and Carsten Mogensen, silver medalists from the London 2012 Olympics and winners of this event here in 2010. They're trying to reach a 3rd final here at their home event. They're up against the newly crowned world champions, Liu Cheng and Zhang Nan of China. Then it's men's singles, and Wong Wing Ki of Hong Kong is looking to reach a first ever Super Series tournament final. He's up against the man who's been in scintillating form this year, Shrikant Kidambi, who today is trying to reach a 4th Super Series tournament final this year. Well, as I was saying, the Super Series finals in Dubai in December, and the race to those finals is well underway. Only the top 8 players will qualify for those end-of-year championships. Women's singles is a very tight contest. Top 9 on that list have all been in a Super Series tournament final this year. After the Japan Open, the #1 and 2 swapped positions because Tai Tzu Ying had to withdraw from the Tokyo event. The other changes were the world champion Okuhara moved above the world championship silver medalist Pusana Venkata Sindhu. So it's all very tight in that race to Dubai. Well, here, as far as the women's singles draw is concerned, well, at quarter-final stage, 6 of the 8 players have all been in a Super Series tournament final this year. We only had 3 of the 6 seeds that started the event left in by quarter-final stage. Sadly, we lost the world champion Okuhara before the event started, and the #6 seed, Sun Yu. Semi-final stage, just 2 seeds left, 1 in each half of the draw. But wonderful to see 4 different nations involved at semi-final stage. And that's the 6th time this year, in the 9th Super Series event of the year, that's happened. Nobody can claim that one nation dominates the women's singles discipline.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so we're going to concentrate first of all on the bottom half of the draw with Okuhara against Chen Yufei.
Super Series Premier. On court #1, women's singles. Please welcome the world ranked #5 from Japan, Akane Yamaguchi.
So Akane Yamaguchi, the defending champion.
World Championships from China, Chen Yufei.
Her opponent, the bronze medalist from the recent World Championships. Well, the reigning world junior champion for today only, because the World Junior Championships taking place this week in Yogyakarta in Indonesia. And the finals, of course, of those World Junior Championships taking place tomorrow. So the number 4 seed, Akane Yamaguchi, up against Chen Yufei of China. Fine Datan of India is our umpire for this first semi-final. And after the toss of the coin, the players change ends. So both of these players former World Junior Champions, in fact, because Akane Yamaguchi won the gold medal at the World Junior Championships 2 consecutive years, 2013 and 2014. There she is, the 20-year-old from Katsuyama City in Fukui. Akane Yamaguchi has been as high as number 2 on the world rankings. So a total of 13 weeks as world number 2. Across 2 different spells, and won the title last year, beating Tai Su Ying in 3 games in the final. This year, she was pushed the full distance in the 2nd round against Zhang Wen, representing the United States of America. Zhang Wen, fresh from victory at the Dutch Grand Prix last week, and then in the quarter-final beat Sai Nanewol, the winner of this Denmark Open 5 years ago, and the player who put out the Olympic champion Carolina Marin in the 1st round here in Odense. Her opponent is just 19 years of age, born in Hangzhou, which is the capital of Xinjiang province in China. Currently ranked 10 in the world, but did spend 1 week as world number 8, and that was in May earlier this year. She wasn't on the Super Series standings that we saw just a moment ago because she's number 12 at the moment. Now, all of her matches have been won in straight games, and it includes a 1st round victory over the number 2 seed, the world and Olympic silver medalist Pusala Venkata Sindhu. Sindhu, incidentally, was beaten finalist here in Denmark 2 years ago. Quarter-final against the winner of the Indonesian Super Series, Sayaka Sato. So Chen Yufei has had a great run in this tournament so far. This will be the 5th meeting between the 2 players, and of the previous 4 encounters, it is Akane Yamaguchi who holds the advantage. But the last time they played, it was Chen Yufei who won, and that was in the last 16 of the World Championships, where Yamaguchi was the number 1 seed in Glasgow. 52 minutes it was for that 2-game victory in Glasgow for Chen Yufei, 21-18, 21-19. As we look at our court officials that I was telling you about, Fine Datan and Christian Lundborg, Denmark. Well, I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that Steve Pedersen, former head coach of the Danish national team, sitting beside me for this women's singles, and I was saying that for the semi-final stage to feature 4 players from 4 different nations, 6 times that's happened already this year. It really is the discipline that's wide open.
It is, and also the discipline with the most depth in terms of playing strength, in my opinion, and it's just so amazing the development that women's singles has taken since yeah, 2013 at least, where it's been very, very competitive, and more countries are battling for victory.
Akane Yamaguchi, Japan. Akane Yamaguchi to serve. Love on. Play.
On court number 2, please doubles. Please welcome silver medalist at the World Championships, Long China,
Serve,
Chen
serve.
Yufei and Chen
1, love.
And her opponent, ranked number 4 in the world, silver medalist at the Thai Open, from Malaysia, Go Soon Wat and
just wide. I think this is going to be very interesting, Steve, because, of course, at the World Championships, Akane Yamaguchi, the #1 seed, because Tai Tzu Ying wasn't there, and, of course, all the pressure was on her to try and deliver, and I thought she looked a little bit nervous in their encounter at the World Championships.
And rightly so, because, I mean, she had been in great form throughout the year, and it was a great chance that Tai, who'd been dominant up until the Worlds but was occupied elsewhere, was not in the tournament. And I agree, I think this is a very exciting match we've got in front of us here. We've seen Yamaguchi's development since the Olympics. And she's sort of placed herself on a regular basis within top 5, in my opinion. But her opponent today, Chen Yufei, she's got quite a big burden on her shoulders to lift the crown and re-establish China as a major factor in women's singles, in my opinion. But I think she can do it.
Oh, that was going long, surely. That's an interesting comment, Steen. You'll obviously rate her potential more than the other young player, He Bingjiao. You've got a more established player, Sun Yu, who wasn't able to come here because of her injury, but she was the #6 seed. You think that this is the player that China are really going to rely on in future?
Yeah, I think so. There might be coming youngsters up. We've just seen the final of the World Junior Championships. It's featuring a player from China, Han Yue. I haven't seen her play, but obviously when you reach the final of the World Junior Championship in women's singles, you can play. But yeah, I have higher hopes for Chen Yufei than for Sun Yu. He Bingjiao, I think it's a question of physicality. If you can get in really, really good shape, she's also a very dangerous player for the future.
Well, I was giving you duff information yesterday, Steen. I have to apologise because I said that Chen Yufei was through to her first ever Super Series semi-final, and of course it's her second consecutive tournament, Super Series tournament, where she's reached the semi-final. She was a semi-finalist in Japan as well.
Yeah. Had a great development over the last half year, in my opinion, and I think she could take a look at the towards the forehand corner of her court and smile a little bit to herself, because Jiang Ning is back. The former double Olympic gold winner is back coaching the Chinese women's singles, and I think she's going to make a huge difference in the years to come. Got all the experience that these players can, Chinese players can benefit from. It's not like Yamaguchi has got pretty good help from Park Ju-bong and Choi Sang-bong. It's just that I felt that there was an era with the Chinese team where they were a little bit behind on the coaching side.
Yeah.
And it's so important that you can get proper guidance on how to tailor your game plan to the exact conditions of this hole here. And someone who understands how difficult it can be to make your way in the women's singles. Jiang Ning, she started out not the top focus player of the Chinese team. She was like 3, 4, or 5 in the beginning, but ended up winning 2 Olympic gold medals.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's only the influence of the tactics. I felt that the game over the last few years has changed totally in women's singles. I think that it's not just speed of movement and having the skills, the amount of deception with the skills has risen. And I don't think the Chinese players, who had beautiful skills, very good movement around the court, I don't think they developed the deception the way that some of the other top players have.
Service over. 6-8.
Oh, a little fortunate there, Yamaguchi.
Yeah, I totally agree, and also there now is so many different playing styles from the other nations to compare yourself to and to figure out how to do that. And I think actually that's one of the skills from the matches I've seen by Chen Yufei. I think she's got good tactical potential, good tactical awareness. We can see that she's not the hardest hitter in women's singles, but she's moving. Her court coverage is really smooth. Very good footwork, economical footwork, doesn't use unnecessary power. And I think she can very much tailor her game plan to her opponents.
Oh, that's well worked from Yamaguchi.
Service over. 8-9.
I like the punch clears. Oh my goodness, what a great net shot from Chen Yufei. Forced to take it late because of the quality of the drop shot. Look at that. My goodness, that's great skill. Oh, well taken. Who's dominating the front of the court at the moment is Chen Yufei. Look at that. And then ready to pounce. So into the mid-game interval with a 3-point advantage. There's the lady you've been talking about, Steve. Gang.
In the first 2 days that we've been broadcasting, we've been talking a lot about the drift, the very uncommon drift here in the arena. And
20 seconds.
From the first half of this first game here, I have a feeling that the drift is less significant today than it's been throughout the tournament.
11-8.
We know, of course, that the players, they adjust, so we should expect them to be able to handle the drift better and better as the tournament progresses, and of course only the best players are left. But
well, there's an example of the drift. Totally mistiming the shot because the shuttle is moving.
I actually think she missed it on the other side.
That's, oof. Well, I thought that was going to come back in.
Yeah.
Just to explain the drift as Steen and I are reading it. We think that the sideways drift is from right to left as we look down on the court. And the lengthways drift, the shuttle is flying faster, coming towards us.
Service over. 9-13.
And it's especially the sideways drift that, in my opinion, has not been as severe today as we saw the previous days.
Oh, my goodness me. I don't believe it. Brilliant. Both players getting back shots I didn't think were possible. What a fabulous rally. How did Yamaguchi get that one back? And that. Well, I said earlier I like punch clear.
Yeah.
That was another one. On the right as we look at them. And Choi Sung-bum.
Punch. Service over. 14-10.
Probably should have left that one, Yamaguchi.
What, the final push or the one down the forehand side?
No, the final push. And of course, now we know that she missed it, so she would definitely had a better chance leaving it. She's having extremely good shot quality, in my opinion, Chen Yufei. There's not many. There's not many bad shots in her game. Always able to play on and extend the rally. Very, very well placed downward shot, not very hot.
Receive.
Oh, that's landed in. Yeah, I think you must be right,
I'm
Steve.
positive.
Yeah.
It's not at all the same kind of side drift as the other days. And then, then the discussion comes, well, that's nice for the players. Well, for the players that has made it to the semi-final, but if the wind conditions had been like this throughout the tournament, it would have been different players in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
I mean, Victor Axelsen, he must hate this, because he was one of the victims of the drift yesterday. And I don't like that the conditions are changing. It should be the same conditions, whatever they are, throughout the tournament. It's like playing a tennis tournament on clay surface and then in the final changing to grass.
Oh, converts on the first game point opportunity. That's absolutely extraordinary. 8 straight points to close out the opening game. She's moving well, Chen Yufei. 15 minutes for that opening game. Well, certainly so far, Yamaguchi has not shown the sort of form that we saw in her quarterfinal yesterday against Saina Nehwal, where she looked very sharp. Is it just that she's not been allowed to play that way?
Yeah, I think both Saina and Chen Yufei, they normally have very high shot quality. Chen Yufei moves better than Saina Nehwal, and that means that she's a little bit faster on most of the shots and taking control of the rallies. And we've seen a lot of delicate shots, not using a lot of power, but just placing them, playing them in the right place. Great shot placement, great shot quality. So it's not like, hey, how can I win on this shot? It's more like, how can I maintain control over the rally with this shot? And then eventually a loose shot creeps in from Yamaguchi. She hasn't had the same shot quality. And perhaps she's wondering what's going on with the circumstances, because they would have been prepared for a lot of sideways drift from right to left. It's not there.
Yeah.
And then you have to totally redo your game plan, because as the conditions have been so far, that's going to go, yeah. The previous days, that would have come back in.
Yeah.
Because, and the previous days, everything in the game plan has been about managing the drift and the playing conditions here.
Oh, yeah, that's delightful. Oh, goodness me. Tiny movement of the racket head to just guide that across court. Look at that.
Yeah, and the racket comes up so early, so
yeah,
she has a lot of possibilities. And she's been really, really dominant throughout this tournament. Chen Yufei hasn't dropped the game.
Yeah, lucky neck cord there.
I was checking results from 2 other tournaments where there's a lot of drift, Singapore Open and Indonesia Open, and she didn't do that particularly well in those tournaments. She lost the first round in Indonesia Open to Gregoria Mariska, who was actually the other player in the final of the World Junior Championship. So could be an heir to the throne. So it must be a pleasant surprise for Chen Yufei that there's not a whole lot of drift here, and
yeah,
she's definitely taking advantage of it. Good deception.
Oh, missed opportunity. She got Yamaguchi out of position.
1-4.
And one of the things to look for here in this match is try to keep an eye on when you think that Chen Yufei is out of balance. That's not very often.
So it's over. 5-2.
No wonder she's satisfied.
Yeah. Change of pace on that
6-2.
attacking shot from Chen Yufei. Nothing for Yamaguchi to feed off.
No. And until now, it's been a walk in the park. And I mean, if this continues, she's going to have to go into the practice hall and do a little bit more workout. He has no solutions, Yamaguchi.
Had it have gone over and in, it would have been a winner because Yamaguchi was covering her forehand defense. Let's watch Yamaguchi's movement there. Yeah, she's going to the forehand side. One of the coaches there looking a little concerned.
So it's over. 8-3.
Oh yes, that's nice. Well, that's the sort of shot that perhaps could change the momentum and give Yamaguchi some belief.
A long drop there from Yamaguchi that Chen Yufei had to judge the speed herself.
Play.
Oh my goodness. Brilliant, brilliant. Watching an awful well because Chen Yufei taking it off the top of the tape again.
So it's over. 9-6.
A bit of a loose serve. Not so often that she serves low. Yamaguchi's got one of the very best high services, and that perhaps explains why.
Yeah, finds the line again.
So it's over. 7-9.
Well played, well played. And she, I think you're right, Jill. She's fighting back. She's found a little gap in the Chinese game. The forehand side, putting a lot of pressure on Chen Yufei's forehand side below the tape. Either the drop shots, the long drop shot, or the smashes. She can. When she's able to put the pressure on those spots, she can predict more what kind of shots is coming back from the Chinese player.
9-0.
Well, this really is a good fight back, isn't it? 6 of the last 7 points. Why not? 2 flags gone long.
Service over. 10-9.
Good net shot again. And it is Chen Yufei who has the advantage, as indeed she did in the opening game, here at the mid-game interval of game number 2. She's commanding the net, isn't she? She's not afraid to go for those tight spinning net shots, even off her opponent's tight spinning net shot.
Yeah.
And how many times has she tried to take the shuttle off the top of the tape in the net exchanges?
She's been really, really high on the front court.
Yeah.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds.
Now, I would expect Chen Yufei to have gotten advice about that little gap in the forehand side, and I think the first couple of times that Yamaguchi tries to apply pressure there, she's going to have some kind of countermeasure. Oh, very, very good drop shot.
So it's over. 10-11. Play.
Very clear from Yamaguchi.
So it's over.
Well, this really is a critical phase of this match, isn't it? Oh, good clear again. And again.
You can also see that Yamaguchi has sort of taken the consequence of the fact that she's losing the tight net game, so she's playing the net shots a bit more into the court, targeting the white service line. Unless she'll reaching the shuttle very, very high, she might still opt to go for a tight net shot, but otherwise I'm certain that she will play it into the court to prevent Chen Yufei from getting an advantage in the net game. Excellent coverage by Chen Yufei.
14.
Yes, because I thought there she was doing exactly as you had said,
Yeah.
Yamaguchi, pushing it slightly back so it's more difficult then for Chen Yufei to play accurately.
But a perfect solution from Chen Yufei to cross it, because you still keep a lot of the speed in the shuttle. Side drift is totally gone. There's no side drift at all.
Good rally.
Well,
No,
a little maiden.
No, I think it's virtually gone altogether.
Yeah.
I think that was going wide from the moment it left her racket.
Yeah.
Fifth day into the tournament and the conditions change.
Yeah, that's not good in my opinion. Last couple of days we've been talking 20 centimeters sideways drift.
Yeah.
14 all. Show, Akane. Thank you. Yeah.
14 all, second game.
Play.
Next few rallies are crucial. One of the rare occasions that Akane Yamaguchi was first on the net, taking it high.
14.
And she's using the flat game and the body smashes and the drives to the body as some sort of buffer to sort of keep it 50-50 in the rally. She doesn't win in the flat game, but nothing bad happens.
This is the first time in this second game Yamaguchi has been in the lead. Oh, how did she get that back?
Oi. She's working hard.
Yeah.
Japanese player.
She's missed it.
That's a pity.
She's missed it. She had pushed and pulled her opponent to all four corners of the court. Opened up the opportunity.
Chen, the second follow, then you shout.
And then missed with the final shot. My goodness, it didn't miss by much, did it?
Best rally of the match, in my opinion. Both players playing really, really well.
Service over. 16-15.
Yes.
Service over.
Got a great accuracy of shot, Chen Yufei.
She has great accuracy, great, excellent shot quality. And that was what I thought could be a little bit difficult for her in those windy conditions that we've had earlier on, but that has not been the case at all.
Service over. 17-16.
Oh, that's
There's a
going
white.
out as well. Yeah, first time we've really seen Jiang Ning looking concerned.
Yeah. And since you said that this might be a good time for a comeback, Yamaguchi is leading 14-8. So definitely momentum with the Japanese player.
Sheng receive.
Well, 8 of the last 10 points
16.
going to Akane Yamaguchi. And 4 game point opportunities. Yeah, here's another accurate smash straight down the line. First game point well saved.
20.
Tight spinning net shot again from Chen Yufei.
20.
Well, 2 game points saved, but another 2 remain for Yamaguchi. That's gone wide this time. 3rd game point opportunity. And the defending champion, Akane Yamaguchi,
1 game on.
takes the 2nd game. Having been 2-7 down at the start of this 2nd game. It's a remarkable comeback.
And that shot there, that's cost Chen Yufei the 2nd game. I think 4 or 5 mistakes.
Yeah, I concur. "37 minutes into the match, and it's 1 game all."
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. Final game. Lock or play.
So last year's winner, Akane Yamaguchi, has the opportunity to progress to the final once again, but she's got to win this deciding game. What a good opening rally to this decider. Oh, it's brilliant. That 2nd game, the 1st game that Chen Yufei has dropped all tournament. That's a magnificent smash, isn't it?
Come on, ask and go. Thank you. Play.
Oi, that was going wide. Fantastic retrieval.
It's extraordinary, isn't it?
First, the drop shot at the net, that one.
Yeah, how did she control that one? But this one was going miles wide. That's a beautiful control.
So it's over. 1, 2.
I think that might be the first service error of the match, isn't it? Oh, that's a great shot.
2 all. So it's over. 3, 2.
Well, those, I think, are provoked errors because her opponent has been playing so well at the net. She feels she's got to play the perfect net shot.
Yeah, and I think she's sort of drifting away from her own game plan that got her back in the second game. I really like the fact that she changed something instead of just keep on doing the stuff that have brought her in trouble. It's only if she's in really good position she can play sharp at the net, Yamaguchi.
So it's over. 3, 5.
Oh, good rally. Deep corner. Other deep corner. Then the drop shot, bring her forward, then push her back again. Oh, that's
Reception.
great skill.
She missed it. She missed it.
Well,
She
it's
doesn't
called,
know.
it's called out. She doesn't realise that it's been called out because she's been celebrating. That was miles in, surely. But it was so far in. Well, now the line judge has
Realised
changed.
her mistake.
Yeah.
So it's over.
Well, all's well that ends well, but I mean, both players. Yamaguchi was handing the shuttle back. She knew it was a mile in.
Yeah.
Chen Yufei was celebrating. Now, this is where the umpire should have overruled immediately.
Yeah.
We don't need Hawkeye for a shuttle that's that far in.
I'm not totally certain what's happening with Yamaguchi, but she's sort of deviating from what brought her back into this match. She's playing the net way too tight but close again. That brings the momentum back to Chen Yufei, and then she's got trouble getting the correct length on those shots there to the backhand side of Chen Yufei. Way too often she can intercept with a jump and steal time from the girl in the picture here.
Missed it.
Five, 7.
Oh, my goodness, what a dive! Well, it was worth the effort. Total commitment. Look at that. That's amazing. Full length dive.
Chen first. Blade.
Overdone it. Oh, there's challenge, first challenge
Chen Yufei.
of semi-finals day.
Out.
Well, I suspect this is more than in hope than belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 7 on. Play.
So back level. 4 straight points.
There was the push to the body. Turn of play.
8-7.
Excellent.
So it's over. 8 all.
Well, when you think how we've been singing the praises of the court coverage of Akane Yamaguchi in recent tournaments, recent days, even earlier this week, to be so accurate that she can't get there.
Yeah.
Well, it just shows just how accurate Chen Yufei is.
And the build-up as well, because I think a big part of it lies in the build-up, that she's got her a little bit off balance first, then the room, the court area opens up.
So she's waiting patiently for the right opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things is that Yamaguchi is trying to take the net away from Yufei, and that means that she can wait a little bit with Chinese players. She can wait a little bit on the backcourt and be quick on those shots. Good shot.
Oh, magnificent.
Oh,
Yeah, got a racket to it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a fabulous rally again.
So it's over. 9-8.
let's see how high she is on that one.
33 shots. Is that the longest of the match so far?
Play.
Good judgment.
10-8.
It's going wide.
Yeah.
Oh, she's taken it.
Service over. 9-10.
Oh, it's going miles wide.
But a good comeback from Yamaguchi after being down 7-3.
Missed it.
11-10.
So it is
Changes.
last year's World Junior Champion, Chen Yufei, who has the advantage at the change of ends, but it could not be closer. First player to 11, so there's got to be at least 1 point in it, and that's all there is. 52 minutes into the match.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. Thank you, coach. Level 10. Play.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's just long. Nice idea.
12, 10.
Well, this is 4 straight points now to Chen Yufei.
Well played. That was exactly the recipe that worked for her in the second game.
Service over. 11, 12.
Take the net away from Chen Yufei, put pressure on her forehand side and push to the body or smash to the body.
Great accuracy again. This is fascinating.
12, all. Play.
Judgment.
Service over. 13, 12.
punish the short left.
Service over. 13 all.
Not surprising at full stretch.
And she's been vulnerable in the short forehand corner as well, Chen Yufei, when Yamaguchi has put a little deception on her shot there. And she loses one step, then she's got difficulties. Oh, great
That's
shot.
nice. Very nice.
The execution is so quick.
13.
You have no time to judge as an opponent on what kind of shot is that coming there.
Well, the errors creeping in from Chen Yufei at this critical stage. Perhaps inexperience showing.
Yeah, and she cannot do that much in terms of this power game. She can only hope to play 50-50. She's not winning any of these flat game exchanges.
16. 13.
Brilliant work by Yamaguchi. And
Yeah, but when you think in the difference in experience, Yamaguchi's only 20 years of age over her opponent we keep thinking about as the youngster. She's only a year younger.
but she's been playing at this level for a bit more years, in my opinion.
Yeah, Yamaguchi. Yeah.
And she's from stature, she's a more powerful build, so to speak.
Yeah. She's already been in 6 Super Series tournament finals, winning 3 of them. So that experience in these tight situations makes a huge difference. Oh, that's nice.
So it's over. 14,
Good interception
17.
again.
Yeah, well played. Well, she weathered the storm because Yamaguchi was dictating the pace of the rally.
She was, and it was a bit lucky, that last shot, because she had no way of controlling it, so it's just hoping that it was the right direction.
Play.
2 minutes shy of the hour mark now.
Wrong decision. She tries to play it close, but the shot from Yamaguchi is so far away from the net that it's really hard to judge it correctly. It's so easy for us to say, oh,
Yes,
the wrong
I know.
decision, because, I mean, had it tumbled over, we would praise her for the great control.
I know.
Yeah, great control there.
So it's over. 16, 18.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. From about the mid-game of the second game forward, I think Yamaguchi has been really using her skills to push her opponent from one side to the other, push her to the back, bring her forward, really outmaneuvering her.
Yeah, and every time Yufei has tried to get the net game, to get it to be a net game match, she's been pushed to the backcourt. Only played to the net when Yamaguchi has been able to put some kind of little deception on it, when she's been sort of on top of the rallies.
16.
It's been a great match. I thought Yufei was going to run away with it at 8-4, and I was a little bit doubtful on your read, Jill, that Yamaguchi was on her way to come back, but you were right.
Yeah, and I think it was that one smash straight down the line that just changed her attitude.
And that's what sometimes one rally can give you an idea, or help the coaches get an idea, and they can sort of elaborate on that. Now it's not over yet, but let's see how it goes here. Excellent first match here in Odense.
Play.
Match point opportunities for the defending champion. Just over the hour mark now, and 3 opportunities for last year's champion to progress through to the final once more. Well played from Chen Yufei.
Exactly the right height
18,
on that shot.
play.
Brilliant. Oh, there's a challenge. I thought it was plumb on the line, but a last desperate effort from Chen Yufei to challenge the line call, which deemed it in. Well, is it match over?
No.
No. It was out.
19, 20.
It's the last match point opportunity for Akane Yamaguchi before, if needed, we go to extra points. Oh, good clear. That's gone wide. And last year's champion is indeed through to the final once more. What fighting spirit shown by Akane Yamaguchi. 21-19 in the deciding game in a match lasting an hour and 4 minutes. Well, when she was 3-8 down in that second game, having already lost the first, she had to dig deep. Now, my goodness, she has proved once again what an incredible fighter she is. Well, through to a 7th Super Series tournament final now, Akane Yamaguchi. Their confirmation of the score, 10-21, 21-18, 21-19 in the deciding game. So after that thrilling women's singles, next match on court is the best of the best. The reigning world and Olympic champions Tontowi Akman and Liliana Nasir are up against Tang Chungman and Si Yun Sue, the two left-handers from Hong Kong. Well, as far as the Super Series standings in the mixed doubles are concerned, you can see there's 3 pairs from China. You're only allowed 2 players or pairs in each of the 5 disciplines from one nation. So those 3 pairs that are in the top 5 at the moment, they can't all qualify for the Super Series finals. But what a leap up! 4 places from number 9 to number 5 were the winners in Tokyo, Wang Yinlu and Huang Dongping. Well, it's interesting that 4 of the top 5 and 5 of the top 7 have won a Super Series title this year. And the top 7, the only 2 pairs who have not won a Super Series are the number 4s, Chris and Gabby Adcock, and the pair at number 6, Kazuno and Kurihara. Top 2 remain the same, and that's because they've been dominating the Super Series so far this year. Well, as far as the draw is concerned, in the mixed doubles at quarter-final stage, we had 7 different nations involved, 2 Chinese pairs. But with 7 different nations involved, it was the most diverse of all the 5 disciplines at quarter-final stage. Only 4 seeds left in at quarter-final, only 1 in the top half of the draw. 3 seeds by semi-finals, but 4 different nations, and that's the 5th time this year that we've had 4 different nations involved at semi-final stage. You can see that the number 1 seeds, Chen Yufei and Chen Qingchen, the world number 1s and World Championships silver medalists, are already safely through to the final, beating Go and Lai of Malaysia, who today appeared in their first ever Super Series tournament semi-final. So a big leap forward for that Malaysian pair. So we're going to look at the bottom half of the draw, and Tontowi Akman and Liliana Nasir have already been in 4 finals here at the Denmark Open. In fact, it was 4 consecutive finals between 2012 and 2015. They are 2-time world champions. They are Olympic gold medalists. Liliana Nasir is a history maker because she is the first player in history to win 4 gold medals in the mixed doubles discipline at World Championships. 2 with her partner of today and 2 with former partner Nova Widianto. So the Hong Kong pair today appearing in their second Super Series tournament semi-final. Their first was at the home event